This is a nerve fiber, that means an axon arising from cell body of neuron. Axon is called nerve fiber. The cytoplasm or the fluid inside the nerve fiber or axon is called exoplasm. The plasma membrane of the axon is called axonal membrane or axolemma. Now, in the exoplasm, there is a very high concentration of negatively charged proteins and positively charged potassium ions. Outside the axon, in the extracellular medium, there is a very high concentration of positively charged sodium ions. So inside, amount of negatively charged proteins are more compared to outside, and outside the nerve fiber, the proportion of positive charge is more compared to inside. As a result, at the resting state, when the nerve fiber is not conducting any stimulus, the nerve fiber is not stimulated, it is not excited. At the resting state, the outside of the axonal membrane is positively charged and inner surface of the membrane is negatively charged. Outside is positively charged, inside is negatively charged. This is called concentration gradient or ionic gradient. This is the nerve fiber at resting state. This is called polarized nerve fiber. Polarized nerve fiber, and the potential difference across the axonal membrane at the resting state is called resting potential. Now, why this concentration gradient? Who maintains this concentration gradient? Who maintains this electrical gradient? Outside is positive, inside is electronegative. What maintains this? There is a pump in the membrane of axonal membrane, in the axonal membrane of the axon, which is called sodium potassium pump. Sodium potassium pump. This sodium potassium pump pumps out 3 sodium ions to outside and pumps in 2 potassium ions inside at the same time against concentration gradient. Against concentration gradient. That means this is a kind of active transport. 3 sodium ions are pumped out and 2 potassium ions are pumped in by active transport. That means against their concentration gradient by sodium potassium pump. So sodium potassium pump is responsible for maintaining this concentration gradient or electrochemical gradient across the membrane of a nerve fiber. Only the nervous tissue and muscular tissue are electrically excitable. They remain in polarized condition when they are not excited. In the membrane of nerve fibers, there are different types of ion channels. These ion channels are selectively permeable to different types of ions. There are different types of ion channels in the membrane of axons at resting state. These ion channels are permeable. They are responsible for entry and exit of different types of ions. Ion channels are selectively permeable. So this is a polarized nerve fiber at resting state. Now, how this polarized nerve fiber becomes depolarized, how it is electrically excited, how nerve impulses generated and conducted along the nerve fiber. A stimulus is applied when there is a stimulus on the nerve fiber. Just at the point of stimulation, the permeability of the membrane changes. In the resting state, the membrane of the axon is impermeable to sodium ions. Sodium ions cannot enter at resting state. But when a stimulus is applied at the point of stimulation, the membrane becomes permeable to sodium ions. This results in rapid influx of positively charged sodium ions into the nerve fiber. Influx means movement into the nerve fiber. Outflux means movement out of the nerve fiber. So at the point of stimulation, permeability of the membrane changes. Sodium ions rapidly enter the nerve fiber. As a result, at this point of stimulation, at this specific region, outer surface becomes electronegative, inner surface becomes electropositive. At the point of stimulation, the outer surface becomes negatively charged and the inner surface becomes positively charged. Outer surface becomes negatively charged, inner surface becomes positively charged at the region of stimulation. That means at the point of stimulation, the nerve fiber has become depolarized. The original polarity has been changed and the nerve fiber becomes depolarized at the region of stimulation. That means at this point of stimulation, nerve impulse is generated. The potential difference across the axonal membrane at the point of stimulation of a depolarized nerve fiber is called axon potential or nerve impulse. The potential difference across the axonal membrane at the region of stimulation of a nerve fiber is called the axon potential. At the region of stimulation, the nerve fiber becomes depolarized, and at this region, the potential difference across the membrane is called depolarization or axon potential or nerve impulse. So an impulse is generated at the point of stimulation. Now electric current will flow. Electric current will flow from this region which is not stimulated, positively charged region adjacent to the depolarized region. Electric current flows from positively charged part to negatively charged region on the outer surface, as well as on the inner surface. Electric current flows from the positively charged region to the adjacent negatively charged region on the inner side, completing the circuit of current, completing the circuit of current flow. So the adjacent region becomes negatively charged on the outer side. Adjacent region becomes positively charged on the inner side. Polarity will be changed at the adjacent, at the region which is close to the polarized part. At the adjacent part, polarity will be changed and the nerve fiber will become depolarized at this part also. In this way, the cycle is repeated. Again, electric current flows on the outer side and on the inner surface, completing the circuit of current. So very rapidly, depolarization, axon potential or nerve impulse is generated along the entire membrane. That means the nerve impulse is conducted, it is transmitted rapidly along the entire nerve fiber. The nerve impulse, the action potential, is transmitted very rapidly along the entire nerve fiber. From the region of stimulation, it very rapidly spreads. From the point of stimulation, the nerve impulse is very rapidly transmitted to the adjacent regions, and very quickly, very rapidly, the impulse is conducted along the entire nerve fiber, and the whole muscle nerve fiber becomes depolarized. Outer surface becomes negatively charged, inner surface becomes positively charged. So this is a depolarized nerve fiber, electrically excited or stimulated nerve fiber. But this continues, this remains, this lasts for a very brief period. This is a very short-lived process. Within a fraction of a second, the potassium ions begin to diffuse to outside through the membrane. Within a fraction of a second, there occurs rapid outflux of potassium ions. Outflux means diffusion of potassiums to outside, to the external medium from the nerve fiber. So potassium ions rapidly diffuse to outside, making the outer surface once again positively charged and the inner surface once again negatively charged. So due to outflux of potassium ions within a fraction of a second, the original polarity is regained and the depolarized nerve fiber once again becomes polarized. Outer surface becomes electropositive, inner surface becomes electronegative, and this is called repolarization. Repolarization. The nerve fiber is now repolarized. It is ready to receive another stimulus. It is ready to conduct another cycle of nerve impulse once again. In this way, the nerve fibers are stimulated. In this way, nerve impulse is generated and conducted along the nerve fibers from one neuron to another neuron.